office in 2021, okay, was still presumed to be the place where everything emanated from. The brain power was there, leadership was there. And yes, some people weren't coming in, but that's because we had a pandemic, okay? But we're always going to get back. You need to get back to the office to get the real knowledge. Now, for Gen Zs, particularly, right out of, startup, basically, after, some initial orientation, probably still today, the office is a place where they would be likely to learn more than they would do so on screens. But that isn't necessarily the case on an ongoing basis. After that initial period of orientation and meeting and knowing who George is, work is being done differently in 2024 than it was, 3 or 4 years ago. So how do you deal with that issue relative to Gen Zers?
So first of all, I've been in the area of workplace flexibility, which is a sort of the umbrella term, which includes remote working, hybrid working, all those different things, job sharing, whatever you call, whatever is not 9 to 5, 5 days a week.
Okay.
Since 2011. And prior to the pandemic, there was a lot of workplace flexibility. It was just informal. I mean, I think 70+% of companies allowed some kind of flexibility to some portion of their employees. So it wasn't kind of like, official, formal. It was often, but the boss. So there has been a lot of it because of societal changes, because of work changes, because of flexibility needs. So that is something, this is not new to us pre-pandemic. So the key thing that has been happening, and one of the things that we did see out, coming through the pandemic, is that a lot of people who didn't realize that they could work or could be productive, working at a distance many days of the week, that was something that it really did show us, including senior managers and senior leaders. For the Gen Zs, this has been a sort of interesting, there are an interesting group, because for the majority of Gen Zs who go up to 27, still for the majority of them, the majority of their work experience has been working from home for knowledge workers. Because if you think about it, if they came to the workforce, let's just say 21, 22, and when they're 27 now, and then 2.5 years, they were working from home most of the time. That's the majority of this movement. So coming to the office is this is a new thing. This is not right. Coming back. This is a new thing. And let's face it, a lot of the offices, then they're sort of gray. They're not welcoming. Their home. However, if there are 4 people living in an apartment, it still may be a lot more friendly and a lot more comfortable than and just welcoming than the office environment that they're being asked to go back to.